Now we have a new topic here: boosting business during low demand periods. So here we will discuss what are the actions which you can have in place. What can you do in order to have a good business during the low demand periods in the city um, or in the region, in the country where you operate. So, in order to preempt any surprises during the quieter months, it's crucial to proactively prepare well in advance. For example, if you are a resort property or you are in a destination where the demand, you have high demand periods, for example, certain months, let's say summers or the winters are the high producing months, and then the other season it's low season. You know already how the booking trends can be. So you have to be well prepared in advance. You know that okay, for these certain months I'll be going to make my budget or achieve the targets, and for the remaining months much in advance you can have let's say early bird offers or other similar strategies, basically to gain bookings much in advance before your competitors do that. Engaging in a pricing war that could potentially disrupt the entire market is an undesirable scenario to avoid. You should always avoid this pricing war, because ultimately it is not going to help you. It's You should not be having this practice that okay, one of your competitor reduced the rate, so I'm going to also reduce the rate. No, because that can just, this thing can just go on, because once you lower, maybe they will lower again, and ultimately maybe yeah, you are lowering the rates which are below even your costs. Obviously, no one would do it, but in case you get into the war and you are not thinking logically and just emotionally, maybe you can end up doing that. So we need to avoid that. Now, any public actions are highly vulnerable to being observed and emulated by competitors, which obviously underscores the need for strategic planning ahead of the slow periods. Because if you have not planned well in advance, and you are not having a proactive approach but just having a reactive approach, and very last minute, uh, you are unlikely to meet your targets, because you will not have enough time to adjust, adopt, and attract the business. So it's very important, especially for the slower demand, the low demand periods, that you act uh, proactively. You plan well in advance. It is also very important to recognize that gaining market share by simply reducing rate is often illusory, because as a hotel general manager or the hotel owners, their main focus is on the, let's say, on the RevPAR or the profitability at the end they're having. So in case you are able to gain the market share at a lower rate, then this is not something ideal which we look forward to actually. Now, when hotels reduce rates shortly before the arrival, they are essentially offering discounts to individuals who were already planning to travel to that destination. Because by doing this changes very last minute, you are only targeting the people who are already actually who are anyways coming to that particular destination and will be looking for the hotels. So by reducing that rate, you are not attracting a new business, or you are not trying to create an additional demand. You are basically offering discounts to people who are anyways going to come to that destination or book in the particular area where you are in, for example. Now, this approach rarely generates new demand for the markets. As I was saying, it may boost market share primarily in terms of occupancy. So you have a higher occupancy because you are compromising on the rates. It often results in selling rooms at low price to the same pool of demand rather than attracting entirely new clientele. Consequently, the overall revenue pool shrinks, and ultimately it affects the RevPAR performance of the entire destination. So, as a hotel, you are harming yourself, and you're also harming, you know, the price, the RevPAR of the whole destination or the area where you are based. So, here are some of the strategies for generating more business in both the short and long term uh, during slow periods. Now, it's very clear that these tactics fall into the category of non-pricing measures, meaning they do not necessarily impact your publicly advertised rates. In other words, there is no need for discounting or lowering your standard retail rates. So, what are those? Past strategies. So, you have to reflect on the past strategies, review the promotional and marketing activities that were employed during the similar periods in the past. By having a look on those strategies, the promotions, you'll be able to see how were they performing, and what was the outcome, whether positive or negative, those campaigns or the activities had on your business. Identify the factors that typically boosted demand during these slow periods and intensify your efforts in those areas. Right. So by looking at the past, you'll have an understanding what were the actions which you had implemented, which helped you to increase the bookings, the demand, basically during that uh, slow period. Same time last year, for example. You'll also have to look at the markets. Which markets were making generating demand or making the booking, and how much in advance. So implement some focused marketing campaigns. If you don't possess this data, consider reaching out to your major OTAs, uh, for example booking.com, Expedia, Agoda. There are different, you can reach out to the account manager which you are having of those OTAs and ask them how is the booking trend for that particular period. They can also usually recommend you because they have a data, they have a large pool of data, so they can, based on the analytics, based on the data they have in the system, they can also suggest you basically. Um, they can advise you what you can do and which market is producing, and then maybe you can do uh, country specific campaigns offering some discounts, so that way you are just trying to target that particular country to generate more demand because based on the data which you have, you had that particular market which was booking during the low seasons. Offer incentive for group bookings. Now, this way you already know that you have certain event management companies or the group organizers who regularly books making bookings for groups. So you can offer them some incentives like gift cards, complimentary items, complimentary night stay, or maybe a spa voucher or a dinner, so that these bookers, you can have some kind of influence, and you can build that repo, so they are more loyal towards you, and anytime they are having some kind of group request, they are going to share it with you or possibly book with you. So you can have this good reputation built and a very good relationship with those bookers, because they can help you, especially during these low demand periods. As I and the second point is the same I mentioned, a free stay to the group bookers, or even to the group leader. For example, you can offer, uh, you can have that as a prize, or you can give them complimentary voucher for a day or two, for example, which they can give it to one of their employees. So that way they know, the hotel, they have you as a hotel all the time in their minds. So whenever they see they receive some inquiry, they are going to approach you. Commitment to potential promotional, sorry, campaigns. So don't just create a promotion and passively observe the results. Utilize all available resources to generate a maximum demand. Depending on your partnership with vendors for promoting your offers, explore any additional tools they may offer to enhance the visibility of your promotions. Uh, Now, you create an offer, then you'll have to keep checking the results, what it is producing. Uh, there are channels, for example, like Booking.com. You pay them extra commission, so they promote your listing on the search results on Booking.com. You can be their Genius Partners preferred partner program. You can be part of that. Uh, all these can help you, especially when someone is looking to book a room in the destination where you are based. Uh, Booking, but if you are part of this programs, or if you are a part of those campaigns, Booking.com pushes your ranking on their search engine result page. You can say them like on Booking.com itself, and that way people will be able to see you and possibly book with you. So you can try that. Customer relationship management, CRM systems. So um, in case you are already using a CRM, you can leverage your database to tailor offers specifically for your returning customers and your influential clientele. Because you have data already in the system, you can just use that in order to attract the bookings of the people who are returning guests of yours. So here you can do possibly an email campaign, send them an email offering some special discounts, and also this will help you book receiving a direct bookings. That means you don't have to pay 18 or 20% commission to the OTAs. And your influential customers may include individuals with extensive social networks, or those who hold significant roles within large organizations, so that maybe they can bring some additional business in as well. There are also some hotels start to use this influencer marketing. So you can partner with, let's say, lifestyle influencer who posts regularly. So you can agree with them on certain benefits. So they promote you as a hotel, so that the people who follow them can book with you also. Reach out to your top distribution partners. This is one of the classic way of approaching the partners you are already having in place to help you in this low demand periods. So you can basically identify what are your top 10 producers or distribution partners from where you are getting most of their business. ask for their assistance that you need a push for your hotel during this so and so period. Now, this approach often proves highly successful, as it's not only provides you with the support but also bestows authority and recognition upon your partners. It can also result in gaining access to new and exclusive opportunities, such as unique promotions for select partners or novel tools for identifying fresh prospects. Because they know that they have a certain demand from, let's say, certain market, and this way they are kind of giving you insight about uh, the kind of demand they are having, and there's a possibility that you are not targeting that market uh, already, which means that you can have an understanding that yes, there is another market which I'm not targeting, but the people who are receiving regular requests, uh, they are telling you this, they are sharing with you this data, which means you can work on it to basically enhance or to attract more bookings from that particular market or existing market, but with maybe some promotions, etc. Essentially, you never know what you might acquire simply by asking. So, anyways, it's a low demand period. You approach them. So, one thing is that they would know that okay, you value their expertise or the relationship which you are having with them as a business. Um, so, even if you don't get any lead or any additional business, uh, they would, in case in future they will have some opportunities, they will always keep you in mind because they knew that you were in contact with them, you were asked them about it. So even at the time when you were asking, maybe they did not have that much demand, but in future if they have, they might share with you. Here are some illustrative examples. So contact OTAs and inquire about their recommendations for boosting business during low demand periods. Approach your most valued wholesale partner and explore potential opportunities in the opaque market, because they would have a data and information of what's going on, and they can probably share with you that data or that information, and maybe you can ask them for a push. They can in return ask you for some promotions, etc., which you can see whether it's worth it or not. Added value, how can you enhance the experience of certain perspective, I guess. For instance, if they make a reservation through your website during a period of low demand, they could enjoy a complimentary room upgrade or a breakfast, or simply some enticing offer. For example, if they are celebrating some occasion, complimentary room decorations. There are different ways, uh, because if you provide a very good experience, a pleasant experience, uh, today we live in a digital world, so people can possibly go on their social media platforms and post or market about you. So by doing simple room decoration or offering breakfast or similar actions which you are taking, this will help you uh, to have some network marketing by your customers if you make them happy. And this can be, this can spread within your domestic market as a word of mouth, and people might recommend um, to their friends and family to book your hotel. So uh, it is not costing you much, but in return there is a potential opportunity that you can bring more people to book basically your destination or your hotel, sorry. Now, short term um, kind of plans or strategies which you can have in place. Utilize restrained channels. So employ platforms that are not integrated with meta search engines. For instance, utilize websites where guests are required to log in to access your exclusive offers. Um, if you have access to such channels, consider launching last minute campaigns through one or more of them. Uh, the example, one of the example is Booking.com Genius program. So you offer, let's say, 10% extra for the Booking.com Genius members. With Expedia, for example, you offer them a package rate. They have a package rate, so uh, you'll not have an issue with your other partners of parity because they sell this rate along with the flights. So you don't sell that offer discount on the standalone, but you offer a certain discount on the rate which is sold as a package. So you'll not have an instance where someone is asking you that why you are selling lower to particular agent, because they are not going to publish that as a standalone rate. They are going to package it with the airline booking, for example. Corporate partnership. Here you'll have to bring in your sales team to collaborate with the corporate clients or travel agents, encouraging them to book your hotel. Public discounts and package deals. If you must offer public discounts to avoid engaging in price war, consider implementing restrictions such as requiring a minimum length of stay or running flash sales. Explore the option of promoting your hotel on website that bundles hotels with the flights. One of the example I mentioned is Expedia. Be By being part of a package deal, your competitors may not be aware of your specific promotion. So this way, they are not able to detect that you are offering some kind of discount because they are not aware of it, that because it's not sold as a standalone rate. Upgrade promotions. Rather than reducing your base price, introduce discounts for the room category just above the lowest priced option. This creates an enticing offer for potential guests while reducing the risk of being detected by competitors, because you're reducing the rate on the higher category, which means um, first of all it attracts the people to book because they are booking a higher category, not just the standard room, at a discounted price. And when your competitors are searching or trying to see the rate what you are selling at, and trying to see for which room type you are selling at through, let's say, rate intelligence tools such as OT Insight, or now it is renamed as Lighthouse, they won't be able to find that you have an offer, because your base category, the standard room rate would be the same uh, as probably they have for their standard room, but you are discounting on the discounting the higher room category or higher room type. Now, these are some of the strategies or the ways how you can boost the business during the low demand periods. There are different ways which are very practical, so it's not just something hypothetical.